Hey everybody, we're back with more Ninja Gaiden. Back. Hey Nicole, how you doing? I didn't realise they had Felicia from Darkstalkers in this game. Good. That's good. That's it. Oh, I forgot about the bladed nunchaku. Such a cool idea. Better? Yeah, that's better. There. So, Ninja Gaiden. We started this a few weeks ago, and we haven't been back to it since for some extenuating circumstances. I intended to continue it the next Saturday, but I was doing co-op Resident Evil with Foxhound Cat. We were doing RE6 on co-op, that was pretty fun. And then of course last week was when I was taking that time off from streaming. But now we're back, and it's probably been too long. Let's see how badly this goes. Ooh, Doppelganger. Love Doppelganger, folks. In a game like this, so focused on action, having you against overwhelming odds and giant monsters, I always love fighting enemies that are equal to you. Like, just alone. It's always really cool. Like Virgil in Devil May Cry. Or Shaun in Bayonetta, just anything like that. Okay. Anyway, let's get going. So we left off, we'd met Rachel and learned of the fiends. And I think we were heading into a church? Some kind? Fiend church, maybe? I don't know. We're not quite in fresh territory yet. I have done this far. I think I've done this next level definitely on Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus. We do need some more outfits. How you doing, Teak? How's Age of Calamity going for you? This is supposed to load faster than the original Xbox. So this makes me wonder, how long did this load time take on the original Xbox? There we go. Chapter 6. Chapter 5. I'm sorry, what we did this. We fought the boss. Very good, most of the characters perform. That's good. We fought the boss, we beat the boss. It was a tentacle monster. Are you gonna turn around and tell me Ninja Gaiden doesn't let you save between stages? Alright, we'll be here when you get back, Nicole. Okay, so you can't quit in the middle of a stage. You apparently have to get to a save point during the stage. And also, this save point puts me right where those dudes were, the trio of ninjas that killed me a bunch of times. And now I have to get right back into the swing of things, dealing with those. Yeah, you can feel I am out of touch with this. I'm better than I was expecting, but still, it's not a good situation to be in. Which one was the map? There we go. Yeah, we're heading to the monastery. We already did this, god damn it. And we got, I think, either to the plaza or over here and fought the boss. See some of this. Counter attacks, we know about that. Zuma drop was XY, XXXY. Jump forward, X and A. Walking to the right time. Try and get back into the swing of things then. Heal. Me. Amateur. Karma, thank you. Not too bad, not too bad. While trying to get back into the swing of things, definitely worth remembering, when in doubt, in Ninja Gaiden, use the Izuna drop. Izuna? Izuma. Izuna, yeah. Thinking Tenshu with Izuma. Was that Azuma? The Azuma Ninja. These guys piss me off with their fucking exploding shuriken. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I like Ninja Gaiden when we were playing it last week. This save situation is shit. I don't like that we have to do this again. But we have to make the best of it and go and fight that tentacle monster again. Alright. At the gates. Cannot be opened from this side. That's a move worth remembering. Because of that. Get off me, you bitch. God damn. Well, this has started well. And every time we die, we're gonna have to deal with these guys again. Seriously, they'd be way less annoying. Like, they're still dangerous without the exploding shurikens, but they'd be way less annoying than bullshit. And this is why, ultimately, Ninja Gaiden never properly competed with Devil May Cry. Despite what Itagaki might have you believe. Because as fun as it is, as interesting, as challenging, it just never worked as well. Welcome back, Nicole. Okay, there were more over here. Or does that only happen when you go the other way? Because the other way had the elixir. Okay. So this is probably going to be frustrating to begin with. Hopefully we'll get back into the groove and it won't be so bad. But Ninja Gaiden is a game where you have to expect a lot of death. Often for bullshit reasons. Think they're like Dark Souls. Piss off, I want to grab the... Oh, the camera's gone. What you caused me? I hope you actually collected that karma, I didn't notice. Alright. Gentlemen. Thank you. Should have done that the first time. Not as into the lunar staff as the dragon's sword, but you cannot deny its capabilities in close quarters. When the enemy can't move, take advantage. Where's this guy? Go anywhere? Seriously, exploding shuriken. Okay. Good thing he was dead there, because the camera didn't reset the way I needed it to. Right trigger, there we go. I've been away from this for too long. I'm going straight into the Viper's nest. Less experienced than I should be. It's gonna be a problem. Alright. Oh, yeah, no, this was the first time we actually fight fiends, wasn't it? Alright, big guy. That wasn't an insubstantial amount of health I had there. This is why in particular I have the camera on for Ninja Gaiden, so you can really see the frustration. I don't know when that guy in the background died. Right, full health, not too bad. All of that again. What's the status? The healing guy. 7, 2, 4, 1. 5 of those. We only need 4 more of them then. I'll have to work it out. Make the push. When it comes down to any game like this, however bullshit, unless it is actually designed to be impossible, is always just a case of perseverance. Just gotta keep hitting it until you win. Never give up. Never surrender. They put Galaxy Quest on Netflix this week, and I need to get around to watching it again. I love Galaxy Quest. Awesome. And this was another standard. Oh, it was a great spirit elixir. Stingy with the healing items. Yeah, definitely doing better this time. Perseverance. Just go anywhere? No. Alright. Will the Azuna drop work on the females, I wonder? That's the question. Important question. It's not good. They don't go up with you. I expected that to be the truth. Tail. Oh, that's not good. Oops. We'll probably use that much health soon. Yeah, you don't jump attack the face because that height scene is not just for show. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Have to remember that because I doubt this will be the only time we fight those guys. The unblockable bite does have a telegraph.
So what exactly are you? You're much more powerful than just a human.
My strength comes from training, not from some curse in my blood.
Are you so sure of that? I was convinced once that my blood was pure, but then I saw what my pure blood was capable of. I watched as my twin sister was cursed and twisted into a greater fiend. Now I know the path I walk is narrow.
Doku.
He led her down the path of evil, and she succumbed. Fiends are pitiful beings, destined to live forever, slaves to the
I do
forces of
appreciate
evil.
the fact that the game from this time period has subtitles.
To kill them.
That's why I became a hunter. To kill my sister. To kill Alma. Beneath this monastery, there is...
We already made comments about that when we played this last time. I don't think we need to talk about it again. That. Health over there we go. It always feels like whenever there's health in a game like this that I'm sacrificing health to grab that health. It always ends up being a flaw of mine. Go ninja, go. Try something else. how bad is the checkpointing in this game? Is it that bad? It is that bad. Fucking damn it. So this is over half an hour of this stream spent on this because it didn't properly save last time. Because we beat this level. We beat that boss. And it's going worse this time. Do I remember saving it? Let's go back over the footage and see if there was any indication that the progress was saved last time. There's also the question of what kind of game has levels but won't let you end a session at the end of a level. It's like, no, play until you hit a save point. Like, what? If it sounds like this has irritated me, that's because it has. This is stupid. Yeah, I keep banging our heads against this. So how's everybody doing today? Ah. Alright. Fight here, which will be simple because I've only got guns. Then the fiends, then the boss fight again. You want to make it that little bit worse? Unskippable cutscenes. There we go. Why did that still hit me? This has been a wonderful stream so far. I think combat-wise, it creates... mechanically, it creates a problem to introduce an enemy like the Fiends. In that kind of situation, introduce them, then throw you up against the boss fight. Two enemies you've not faced anything like before. And failure on any part starts you all over again. And I think, design-wise, that's a mistake. It's like the first boss in Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. How, when you get to the boss, it introduces 3 new concepts to combat all at once, and it's a lot to take in a very dangerous situation, when each of those mechanics should have been introduced separately. Fucking camera! I'm surprised the game hasn't just offered Ninja Dog up at this point. Because this has been terrible. I hope that made it worth it. Found a golden scarab that I missed. What were the golden scarabs even for? It was something to do with Muramasa, wasn't it? Alright. Again. They're starting to offer me bigger health for those kills. Why did none of them give me any health? Okay. I'm beginning to hate this game. So yeah, we introduce three themes. Dangerous fight in and of itself in a way that previous fights haven't really been. The Tails offer a completely different problem of dealing with attacks, something you're not used to yet. That on its own would be enough to justify this as the concluding fight of the level. Admittedly, the boss that follows isn't overly difficult. We took it out in one go last time. Nope, it's looping again. Put that out. Hey everybody. Thank you for the raid, Lino. Let's give Lino a shout out. Jansen, Lino, how you guys doing? I'm playing Ninja Gaiden and getting really pissed off because this game didn't save my progress last time we played it, so now we're stuck repeating stuff that we already finished and having a harder time of it this time. 3 people. You get bigger. Some streams are more populated than that. Oh, cough. Thanks, camera. You are my friend. With you in a minute. Alright, we should hopefully be here by the time you get back, Lena. Thank you for the raid.
You're much more powerful than just a human.
My strength comes from training, not from some curse in my blood.
Are you so sure of that?
A copy of Animal Crossing that skips the profanity filler?
But then I saw what
Is that
my pure
possible?
blood was capable
Or is that just a hack?
I watched as my twin sister was.
But yeah, we did this. Last time we did Ninja Gaiden was like 3 weeks ago. We did this. We did all of this. We finished this level, and then I ended the stream. It turns out the game hasn't saved that, and we've spent the last 45 minutes trying to finish this level again.
To kill them.
Yeah, I saw I posted on the Discord he was playing it on Citra.
To kill my sister. To kill Alma.
I know Citra requires a decrypted ROM, which the idea is you dump those from your own cartridges. Citra's weird. It's not... It's far from a perfect emulator. I messed around with it at one point, wanting to be able to record 3DS footage. You know me, I want to do shipping at a 1064 in some fashion. And some stuff ran fine, like Ocarina of Time 3D ran fine. The title screen of Super Mario 3D Land ran like garbage. It's really weird. Yeah, when we saw this for the first time, we were like, this is why Ninja Gaiden Dead or Alive had this kind of reputation. Give me that health. Like I say, we did this. And we spent the last 45 minutes trying to do it again. And this entire thing has just pissed me off. And the camera is absolute shit. Cool, give me that health. And round 3. I'm beginning to think that it may be only a set amount of health you can take off per sequence. Which, if that's the case, means that we have to do this again after we pull it off here. Why did I end up on the other side to get hit by the other tentacle? Yeah. So it's a maximum set amount of health per sequence. I just hate it when games do that. It's like, oh yeah, no, you're really close to finishing. Go through the sequence again. Why? Because is it ever for a reason other than fuck you? Not worth it. Really wasn't.
Was that a fiend as well?
I've never seen one like that before. Something strange. So many of them.
And then there was this bit of like, oh, Ayane, what are you doing here? After she throws a kunai with spinning flowers, when she'd already done that multiple times in the city.
Unfathomable strength on those wicked enough to wield it. As we speak, its power is growing.
That would explain the stirring in my blood.
Blood. It dominates all humankind, assisted by the power of the fiends.
Ayane, take care of Rachel.
Understood.
Ryu, I've heard there is a hidden path under the monastery that leads to the Emperor's palace. Doku will also be there.
So while we're here, I want to check.
Gamoth. So the Dark Dragon grows in power with each killing.
Of that there is no doubt, my excellency.
Then I have arrived just in time.
Yes, my excellency. As always, I provide you with only the most reliable information.
The blade grows stronger and faster than I had expected.
Alright, so let's see what happens here. So I'm pretty sure this is where we left off last week. And you would assume that the game would just save. Let me look at this. Because it'll be on my channel, like the front of my channel, so it'll be easy enough to find. It is. Welcome back, Lino. Yeah, that was 3.5 hours. Yeah, and we ended on that. So it begs the question that I'm going to put forward here. Okay. This begs the question I'm going to put forward here. What is the point of having separate levels if you can't just end the game at the beginning of a level? Why not just have an open system? Well, after spending like 50 minutes trying to get past the part we already beat last time, we finally got past it, and now we're about to start the next level, you know? That's pretty much the main thing you missed. It's like, oh no, you go in here and save here. Then why have the level start? No, the ways of fucking Itagaki are mysterious and stupid. That's what it is. Yeah, good time to sit down. How you doing, Clem? Let's not forget that the first game Itagaki made after he left Team Ninja was Devil's Third. Yeah, Bayonetta does do that, but Bayonetta also takes you to a separate menu where you can do a bunch of stuff like go to the shop. Adult things do. Do you just mean you had to get food? Oh, don't come in at my stream and lie to me, Clem. Laundry, inspect vehicles, door launch codes for a safe through call. Alright, but now we can finally get to the new content. What we've got going on? The Sphere is live. Tomorrow it's gonna rain. Okay. Just some pretzels. Maybe you should take care of that then, Clem. Yeah, like, this is one of many reasons why Ninja Gaiden was never a serious competitor to Devil May Cry. And I honestly don't care what anybody has to say, it never was. That's not a good way to do that. If anything, drinking water will make you like feel worse because you're hungry. Especially cold water. I don't drink cold water on an empty stomach. It feels terrible. Okay. That's weird, because it's nothing like Naruto. We have that. If you had an Xbox, I can understand that. I didn't play Devil May Cry for a long time because I had an Xbox, not a PS2. Ninja Gaiden 1 used to be on Game Pass, it isn't anymore. It was specifically Ninja Gaiden Black, this one. 2 is definitely worth playing. I've played a little bit of it. Because like the one I really did with 2 was Sigma 2. And Sigma 2 changes a bunch of things. Most notably, really cuts down the gore and massively decreases the enemy count. Yeah, the original Gears of War is kind of problematic in that way because a lot of stuff you would have gotten used to over the years, like moving between cover, doesn't happen. It's like, oh yeah, no, let's press forward. No, you kill everybody, then you move from behind cover. Well, see ya. What do you mean by that, Chance? Some rest in peace, older games? I have this one equipped. It's supposed to increase my defense. That's a monastery. Are those demon monks? Are you demon monks? Yes, you are. And because you're flying, the Zuna drop is not going to work. This fucking camera. God damn. You know, it's probably kind of embarrassing for your action game when Onimusha had a better camera than you did. case you're wondering what Onimusha's camera was like, Onimusha was a fixed camera angle game. It was literally Resident Evil with swords. Okay. That got a little nasty. Which really wasn't held by the camera. How are we doing? There. Altar that looks like it's made to display some sort of holy relic. On it, a message is written: those without faith shall be doomed to wander these depths forever. Yes. Yes, I do say. Now, Onimusha 1's pretty good, but compared to 2 and 3 feels more like a proof of concept than anything. In a way that Resident Evil 1 doesn't. Like, I'm not overly fond of the first Resident Evil, but it feels like a game that was intended to be. Onimusha 1 really feels like a proof of concept. But it's a good game. And you can pick it up remastered, and it's fine. Of course, the real gem of the series is 3. But, you know, there are people who really love Onimusha 2, and Onimusha 2 is a fine game in itself. Alright. There's a weird door. There's a weird church door. Go back to old games, getting used to new controls from this. That's a fair point. Ninja Gaiden never got better with its camera. And Ninja Gaiden 2 still has a bad camera. And 3 has a lot of other problems on top of that. I think it really depends on some of the games. It's what makes RPGs something of a preferred genre. Because you can go back to something like... You can go back to an RPG from the PlayStation era. And it's probably going to play fine. Likely because like you don't need fast time, fast actions or anything like that. You know, it might be a good idea to not make the interact button the same button as attack, because it might prevent shit like that, which ruins the flow of combat. Right, die. Oh great, there's another one. These guys are my favourite enemies. They like to teleport around. Teleporting enemies in an action game are always my favourite. Fuck you. You dick. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff up there. I hope at least one of those things is a weapon. A new weapon would be nice. Okay. Let's look at this properly now.
If you wish to follow Doku.
We already had that. Ever since these monsters come to be known as fiends, the majority of them are mutations of human beings existing in a condition of living without a soul due to their corruption by evil. However, the extraordinary power of the fiends is incomparable to that of humans. In fact, the highest level of fiends exists in a state that can only be described as having transcended physical boundaries of form. Looking back through the pages of history, it's quite probable that many powerful members of the Vigorian ruling class in fact belong to this classification. It's not surprising, then, that the fiends have been seen as gods. Alright. Where do we go? Yeah, like, generally RPGs are easy to go back to because of that. Because you don't have any kind of... Often, controls and reaction times don't tend to matter too much, so it's not as big an issue. It's said that sometimes fiends may rise up from dead bodies. In fact, there were monks of the Vigor Empire during the Middle Ages who laboured for years to recreate this phenomenon. What do you reckon the chances are that'll come up some point? The vast majority of records dealing with fiends date from the Middle Ages or earlier. During recent times, the fiends have greatly decreased in numbers, so much so that for a member of the general Vigorian public to come into contact with a fiend has become an extremely rare occurrence. The Vigor Emperor is the figurehead of commoners, and his absolute authority as the holy leader of the Vigorian order cannot be denied. He controls all physical and ethereal regardless of time or place. What? That would only really work if there was only one Vigorian Empire and he never died. Which, you know, creates the question of just how. How many of these are fiends? Vigo the Carpathian! I should have known! Stone tablet, right. That. I had kind of wanted to do the Ghostbusters game at one point, which has Vigo the Carpathian in it. His painting is just in the garage. But Ninja did it not that long ago. Did the remastered version. Incendiary Shuriken. Is that a limited weapon? Yes, it is. Yeah, Ninja did it a little while back, and it really put me off the idea, because it doesn't look fun. And it had been long enough since I played it, it was like, yeah, no, I could go back to this, it'd be fun. And then Ninja plays it, it's like, I forgot how much of this game was just bullshit. Not even fun bullshit. Strong impact or small explosion? Am I going to need to use one of those, or can I use this? Alright, well, guess can't. Let me just stand back, because it wouldn't surprise me if this game had splash damage from my own weapons. Well, just wait right there, Clem, because I got something that might interest you. And it isn't the camera. Because, seriously. Oh, I already found a piece of the stone sample. Oh, I remember this, where this goes. This goes outside. I'll give Ninja Gaiden one thing over Devil May Cry. Those guys are not as irritating to deal with as the angels in 3. Because those angels in Devil May Cry 3 are just not fun. It's like I said when I think I said it during the Devil May Cry 3 stream that we did. Like, Devil May Cry 3 is arguably the best Devil May Cry game. in a lot of ways, except its enemy roster. And the enemy roster is terrible. It starts off well with the sins, but like doesn't end well. Alright. How do I do this without screwing myself over? That felt like a fluke, but I'll take it. Cool, cool. You know, ultimately, I think what makes some of these older games that are considered to be super hard actually really hard is just that they have really poor checkpointing. There's a similar thing with Alien Isolation. Like, what was the big problem with Alien Isolation? Why was Alien Isolation so hard? Because if you died, you were probably going to go back half an hour. And we can turn it into Devil May Cry as well, like Devil May Cry 3. Now I could do that. Like Devil May Cry 3, you look at it and the original release, what was the difficulty of it? Well, there was the fact that they changed the difficulty, so Japanese normal became English easy. And so on and so forth. But like the special edition also changed it so that if you wanted to continue from a checkpoint, you didn't have to use a limited resource in the yellow orbs, which was a good idea. Autosaves can be a problem. Error written by a monk. It's the 27th day of the 12th month. Let me see. 12/27, but just in case this is American, 27/12. Received the Book of Eons as a birthday gift from His Majesty the Emperor. It is a great honor. I shall place it in the safe so no one can take it. At the end of the entry, there are notes reading left, right, right, left. I'm not even really talking about saving in particular, just checkpointing. Because bad checkpointing doesn't make a game hard, it makes a game frustrating. And frustration and difficulty are two separate things. And it's kind of irritating that a lot of developers don't realise that even today. Okay, and then... right. Okay, so American then. So that'd be 2, 7, 1, 2. Yeah. That's one of the bigger problems with older fighting games. Book of Eons. Like older fighting games where they would just be actual like outright bullshit. Part of the reason why I consider of the original 3 Mortal Kombat games, Mortal Kombat 3 to be the worst, because the AI just outright cheats there. It's not just that they're reading your inputs, it's that they're reacting in ways that a human can't. And if you want an example of that, look at how often an AI Jade will run through your attacks. It's a move that players can pull off, but you will never see a player pull it off that fast, because the input is too complicated. Okay, so we got that, and we can delete that. That's good. Hey, Sana. How you doing, buddy? Seriously, maybe map interact or something other than attack. Go. Okay, we have a statue, but the important thing seems to be the book. Discord isn't functioning properly. I've been having trouble with Discord for a few weeks now. I can't use the actual app. This book up to the altar, stairwell open into the hall of you. Alright. Like, the app has been stuck in an update loop for a couple of weeks for me. So I can't use the app. I'm having to use the browser version. Oh. I took a week off to really just recuperate with myself. I'd gotten kind of burned out from the streaming, honestly, Sana. And, like, just general really feeling anything. I streamed 2 days ago. Oh, you didn't miss anything then, because that was just grinding. It was a full stream of grinding. More golden scarabs. More bats. Grab that. Check the box. And then check the court. Okay, we're here. Ritual room. Yeah, Thursday's Digital Devil Saga stream was just grinding. That's fair enough. Well, currently the stream schedule as I have it at the minute is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I've removed Wednesdays from the schedule. Well, this is obviously going to be a boulder trap. I mean, downward corridor and this. You know what? Surprisingly nice of them to wait until you have gone through that. Broken through that wall to start rolling the boulder. I'm surprised that wasn't just an instant game over. But also, rebuilding the wall. I'm fond of that. You know, this is the same issue I had with Uncharted. Specifically the, that sequence in Uncharted 3 when you're on a ship that starts to sink and you have to run away from the water. And it was a lot harder than it should be because the camera was facing you the entire time for the excitement. And you couldn't see where you were going. So I regularly got caught on fucking scenery. Had to deal with that. Honestly, I'm probably never going to get into LARP. It's had enough focusing on video games. I appreciate the offer, though. This wouldn't have been necessary if the game just had the option to load a game or reset from in-game. Glad you have something to be excited about, though. You know, this is a problematic design decision. Save points around enemy spawn points, and whenever you load a save, all the enemies respawn. So you load a game and you are immediately attacked. That's a bad idea. It was just bats now, but previously it was ninjas. Maybe, son. Stranger things have happened. I don't... Yeah, no, jump at the wall, it's fine. Hour and a half. This led to a trap. Don't know how I didn't get damaged by that. Seriously, that entire sequence would have been better if I could just see where I was going. Yeah, you know what? Don't want to take out bats with those. Might need those at some point. Okay. I think I'm back for the big one now. The big one comes back to me. Well, that wasn't where I wanted to go. Yeah, I remember this from when I was playing Sigma Plus. Remember this level. This big skeleton. Piss off. And I'm pretty sure this was the last level I actually beat on Sigma Plus. Because the next level on Sigma Plus was the Rachel level, and Alright, I think that's all of them. What's this? Old Crap's altar. Must have been actively used for worship in the past, but now covered with a thick film of dust. Examine the skeleton? No? Okay. Alright, let's go. That wasn't right. That's a weird floor texture. I feel like we learned what the golden scarabs are for last time, and I can't remember what it was. Too many times. There we go. That was worth it. That was definitely worth the effort. We are currently on 7. 2 more. Alright, let's go. Yeah, sure, I'll grab that. Karma. Alright, easy heals. Probably don't want to fall all the way down. How down does it go? Oh, it's not much further. It does go quite far down though from the top. This shaft goes deep. That looks like probably something. Giant chain is connected to the plate at the bottom of the shaft. Constructed so that the plate can be lifted by winding the chain. The chain looks old and brittle, but the sheer size of it means that it can't be easily severed. Yes, you did, Clem. Take a look. Look how deep this shaft goes. So even if we did cut this, what would be the purpose? It wouldn't open this. The chain being brittle, it's probably not going to hold the weight if we wind it. Excellent. That wasn't too bad. So this is supposed to lead to the Emperor's Palace. There, what's that? Giant switch embedded in the floor of the shaft. A strong impact with a weapon should be able to break. Gentlemen. Whenever I'm on an elevator in these kinds of games, I like to jump to see whether or not the positioning of the character is kept at a specific distance from the elevator, or whether it isn't. As you can see here, it isn't, because as we do the air juggle, we do get further from the elevator. The elevator. I suppose there's not really a good reason for why I do that. I think it's interesting. It's not a bad casting choice. Oscar Isaac is a very capable actor with a lot of range. I just have my doubts that it's actually going to lead to anything. They've been talking about a Metal Gear Solid movie for a very long time. And saying they've got somebody tapped to be in the cast means very little. I trust nothing until they actually start filming. I like these. I like the nunchucks, but cooler. Because they have blades. Everything's cool when you put a sword on it. That's a cup. There's a lot of these guys. I can't. Often you see something drop red. Well, they're not exactly nunchucks, but they're wielded like nunchucks. The game did specifically say that. So they're like nunchucks, but cooler because they have blades. For the purposes of the game, they're like nunchucks, but cooler. Yeah, Poe Dameron. He played Apocalypse in X-Men. He was the bald guy with the beard in Ex Machina, if you saw that. Ninja Gaiden 2, I don't know if this game actually has one, but Ninja Gaiden 2 does have the sickle and chain weapon, which is pretty much a Kurashigama. Oh, that's concerning. Okay, you know what? If these guys aren't going to go down to this, we might need something faster. Yeah, That way cool. I love the weapons in Gaiden 2. Any ranged enemy is the worst. Especially since this game doesn't have the camera style of Devil May Cry. It's like, what was one good thing about Devil May Cry? If an enemy was off camera, and this works for a bunch of Capcom games as well, because Resident Evil 4 does it. If an enemy was off camera, then they would be limited to specific attacks that have very noticeable audio cues. Oh shit. Dragon Slayer arrows. Oh god, don't remind me about that. But yeah, I've done all of Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and like the weapons in that, I love the weapon variety. Claws, the flail. They call it Vigorian Flail, but it's not a flail. The Karasuyama, great, love it. Brings back the staff, of course. No, the game hasn't told me about that. For the most part, I've been working to avoid instant energy absorptions, or just energy absorptions from the karma. I've never been entirely clear on whether or not if you absorb karma for a full charge attack. Well, yeah, Vigorian Flail, it's not a flail. I've never been clear on if you absorb karma for a charge attack, do you still get the karma? You know what, since more of these guys are coming, it wouldn't be a bad idea to throw a heal out. Yeah, I was gonna say that I don't think, like, as long as you know the technique, I think it's available to you. But, like, the jumping dive slash isn't available until you actually buy, like, that isn't available until you buy the technique. That's a fair point, Clem. Holy graveyard. Okay. Yeah. Although the way I am at the minute, if I see a blue, I want to just get the heal rather than do anything else with it. It's not a bad idea. Oh no, there's a guy with a bow. Guy with a bow. Guy with a bow. There's another guy with a bow. Really? Yeah, as it is, my playstyle in Ninja Gaiden has never relied on the charge attacks anyway. I may have to change with Ninja Gaiden being more difficult than Sigma 2, but it's just how playstyle was built for me. Well, that's the thing, we took out the first bow guy, and then one spawned where we came from. That was the issue. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the intention now is to not spend 3 weeks away from this game this time. When we come back to this next time, hopefully still retain some of the skill that I built up in this playthrough, in this session. Wow, they just keep coming. Well, remember though, we do have a new command. Ooh, what's the last one? They just keep coming. Is that all of them? I think so. Yeah, new command. Holy Grail, Holy Grail. The altar, perhaps? Dodge rolled too late for that one. Going. Oh, stop. Why are you going down? No, 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 no. Bullshit invisible wall. Up again, thank you. know, if some of these guys could drop some health, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Now the question becomes, like, at what point do I decide to leave? It's entirely possible they'll keep coming forever. But that sounds like something that won't happen. Because these guys aren't so difficult one-on-one that you couldn't just farm this if they came forever. Alright. So, I think the altar. It's never as fun when you have to climb a ladder. They're really being stingy with the health drops. Oh, that guy over there has a bow. Let me just take care of that. And I think I do prefer... Let's go with the Vigorian Flail. I think I prefer the Vigorian Flail for these guys. It's faster. Whether it's more powerful, I don't know, but like you also get like... Look at some of the... It feels like you're more likely to stun them with the Vigorian Flail than if you use the sword. You know though, Clem, you've got an Xbox now. I say now, you've got an Xbox. If you pick up a physical copy of this, if you manage to find a physical copy for a decent price, stick that in your Xbox. It would have to be black though, like you couldn't... Pretty sure the original isn't backwards compatible. Which is... it is a shame. I've seen plenty of Ninja Gaidens on the shelves over the years. It's been pretty rare to ever see Ninja Gaiden black on a shelf. I love my backwards compatibility. Great. Great stuff. Well, fuck you too. Hey, what would be the worst place to put these guys? Let's put them there. They take ages to get ready before they fire the first time. So you can predict them, but then after that, no, they will just rapid fire that shit. Okay, didn't appreciate that. Did you have black or just the original? Ninja Gaiden 2 is backwards compatible. It's a shame you don't have Operation Raccoon City on PS3, because that's a co-op session we could do. Just here, like, quietly trying to convince people to do Operation Raccoon City with me on PS3 so I can stream it. These guys are pissing me off. This is bad enemy placement. Fucking damn it. You know, nice if you do the attack I actually wanted you to do, Ryu. Finally. That was way more irritating. Oh god, there's another one. Don't see any more from here. And looking for others, I neglected to notice that the one I was fighting was knocking an arrow. You bullshit. Fuck this. Well, that was useful. One down again. I'm gonna take a drink for a minute. It is pretty annoying. There's like respawn times like that. It's like playing Mega Man again, except worse. And for the love of God, the camera. Yeah, they respawn. That's why we're doing this again. We beat them. We beat the first two twice. And their firing pattern is really inconsistent. There's no good way of telling when they're ready to knock an arrow. fucking god. The one in the back's still lining up a shot, apparently. There you go. There's no proper pattern to the firing. But they are deadly accurate, so there's no dodging them. It is Ninja. It makes you wonder how Ninja Gaiden was so acclaimed. Because this is the days before Dark Souls, when difficult was just a nice, refreshing change. There were difficult games. And a lot of this is just bad game design. I'm sorry, is the block button just for show now? I might as well try them. So, that's a guaranteed way to get close to 1. But we still have the problem of the other one. It's not a bad call, Clint. And... it was a good call, Clem. The incendiary shurikens don't fix the situation, but make it less bullshit. By giving you a way of actually getting close to 1, though you still have the other one to worry about. Leo's right though, that is bad design. That's design meant to just fuck you over. Yes, we don't have to do it again, though if we die, there's a good chance those guys will have respawned and will be taking pot shots at me from off camera. Because, you know, that's just what Ninja Gaiden is. Pretty much. Middle finger is a good way to put it. I see another one of those bats. If you want to have a challenging enemy to deal with, sure. But a big part of the challenge there is getting to them without being knocked down. And then the whole thing of they respawn if you're knocked down. No, that's bad design. Careful. You know, I think it was Thursday's stream where I talked about how platforming in any game that wasn't specifically a platformer, after Sands of Time came out, just copied Prince of Persia. And you know what? Looking at this, it's like, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Because it means they're not doing this. deal with this. Repetition for the sake of repetition isn't something I'm into. Probably a good reason not to try getting into Bravely Default again. It's like, yeah, I didn't like it to begin with. Oh, but no, there's a huge grind session later on. Like, yeah, okay. Don't need to do that. You know, you're not wrong, Chansum. It is kind of reminiscent of Stallone. Let's try something with a little more. There we go. How many bones do you have? We can work this. Simple pattern until it breaks the pattern. Fuck your iframes. That's what this game really is. Fuck your iframes. Who wants to do the platforming again? It bothers me that every time we reload, the game defaults to first-person camera control. I feel like I had the fight down, mostly, and like I feel like we'll be able to take it this time. I love it when the game doesn't do what I tell it to and does something else. It's not the first time I've been eaten by a skeleton dragon teak. It kind of loses the charm after the first time. Why did you stop running partway through, you fucking idiot? Seriously, thank God everything just copied Prince of Persia after the Sands of Time came out. Yeah, no, the good thing about the save point there. Which, after the way the stream started of dealing with that one section we already dealt with last time, for 45 minutes, I'm not in the mood to just keep doing the same thing over and over. This is bad platforming. Bad camera, bad platforming. It's not always both of them at the same time, but it often is. You know, I feel like I remember less of this platforming bullshit from Sigma 2. I wonder if there's a reason. Do this again. And for the love of God, let's not die this time so we don't have to do that again. Thanks, Chanson. You take care of yourself, buddy. We'll catch you next time. Sonic, we get a shout out for Chanson, please? Chanson's a cool streamer, streams cool stuff. Usually does Bait and Kaitos on Saturdays, didn't do it today. But also does Animal Crossing, Tales of Syria at the minute, and our favourite RPG, Skies of Arcadia. Get Chanson out if you haven't already. Cool dude. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage for an attack that feels like it has kind of a bullshit hitbox. Yeah, no, I was there when you explained why. Chanson's cool dude. Cool people, Chanson. Doesn't get as angry as I do when shit goes wrong like this. And again, we've never seen Chanson play Ninja Gaiden. When's the Ninja Gaiden stream, Chance? We'll catch you next time, buddy. Fuck your tail. Come on. Do you have a system you can play Ninja Gaiden on? You see, like, so far, this is probably the easiest fight. Mechanically, it's really simple. It's obvious when you can hit the enemy. It's obvious when you can't. The attack pattern is really simple. The only real problem seems to be that the game mechanics aren't particularly great. And the hitboxes have problems. Like, mechanically, it's simpler than whatever that thing that ate Rachel was. and Doku, and Murai. Wasn't this tunnel supposed to lead to the palace? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is the furthest I went on Sigma Plus on Vita. And on Sigma Plus, the next level is the first Rachel level, which whole new set of mechanics. Not actually an original level layout, you go through the square again, the city square. So I'm pretty sure I've not done this. Oh, what's this? Ah, that's nice. We'll need 2 more of those. You know Ninja Gaiden is going to be a dickish game when you get a health upgrade and it doesn't give you the extra health. What previously would ever lead you to think that jumping down from there would be a game over? Are you fucking kidding me? This game is absolute bullshit. This isn't difficulty, this is stupid. Yeah, did you finish a level and then die because the mechanics of the game haven't been explained the way they should have been? Yeah, go back to the last level. What? This is Ninja Gaiden Black. The one that's infamous for taking Ninja Gaiden, which was a difficult game, and making it harder. But if this is the concept of making it harder, then this isn't a good idea. This is fucking stupid. It's a feature, not a bug. How you doing, Period of Time? Welcome to the stream. Well, that feels like it should have probably hit me. Oh, but it definitely hit me there. One. Two. One. Three. Four. Welcome to the stream period. Or time, if you prefer to be called time. If it wasn't streaming, that would just make me quit the game, honestly. Because that is dumb. Especially the way they show you that in a game that hasn't had fall damage so far. What is supposed to make you think don't jump down there? You see, that's the thing, Lena. It's like, oh, how did I die? I jumped. With the assumption that that wouldn't kill me because it never has before in this game. At least the boss fight went better that time. Come on, give me all of that. You see what I mean? Just last week. You see, why would you ever think that you couldn't jump from there? Nothing in the game tells you that, and the fact that I could jump from the save point says everything. Plus, then there's the problem of the game not actually registering the level end and start as checkpoint. That's bad design. Is there another one? Thank you, Ninja Gaiden camera. You are my friend, and you continue to be my friend. Yeah, there's another one down there that you can't possibly see. You want to like this game, but it's just so fucking dumb. It's like a game that just actively works against the player. It's like, okay. You know I hate the idea of comparing any game that's got any real difficulty to Dark Souls. But let's compare this to Dark Souls for a minute, where Dark Souls is, more often than not, very fair with its difficulty. And then there's this, which is just like, no, fuck you. What's that? You're not clairvoyant? Well, that's your failing, not mine. Makes it responsive. And this is done with the one that boosts my defense. I don't know how much damage I've taken otherwise. The game isn't as responsive as I'd like, honestly. One thing that was really good about Devil May Cry 3, and one reason to really like the Trickster style, was dodge cancelling. Being able to cancel out of anything with a dodge. Which isn't something you can do in this. Is it? Let's try it out. No chambers. Nope. I feel like dodge cancelling is a really good idea that Ninja Gaiden could have benefited from. How many guys there are with bows around here? Piss me off. One more and we get another life up. I don't think they have bows, but is the bridge gonna break? Of course it is, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I mean... I guess I believe in the idea that a player should be able to theoretically complete a game on the first try without dying. Theoretically, if they are good enough. No one's ever gonna be good enough, but it should be there. And Ninja Gaiden just really seems to push with the idea of, no, we're gonna throw stuff at you that you could not possibly know about. This is a similar problem to what a lot of Sonic games have, actually. The way that a bunch of Sonic games, especially when they start pushing you to go really fast, require you to be clairvoyant to avoid death. It's like, the combat isn't bad. It's fast, it's focused, it's a little stiff at times, but it's not bad. The real problem is not dying. The real problem is not dying to the stuff that you had no way of knowing is coming. Or just the really poor enemy placements. Like that one in the last level of the 3 arrow guys placed on platforms that respawn if you get knocked down. Like, that's not good enemy placement. If anything, that is very much a troll idea. Oh great, more of them. Did one spawn behind me? No. Okay. Yeah, if anything, it's very much a troll idea. If anything, that also may be made a little bit worse by the fact that you probably aren't going to die there, because if you can take the one out, it's going to drop health for you. So you end up caught in this horrible loop. I am really over these guys. I'm guessing from this guy with arrows here, I'm expected to shoot them. Hollow Knight, I like Hollow Knight. And Hollow Knight, I believe, could be done first time if you were just really good. Learning the patterns is important, and you're not going to do that your first time. But Hollow Knight theoretically could be done. I don't think this could. There's also the thing of Hollow Knight never really feels unfair with a lot of it. Possibly because the movement is really good. It's like one of my favourite bits in Hollow Knight is the battle with the Three Kings. And I love that. It's fantastic. It's so focused and requires such specific movements and timing, but it's all patterns, and overcoming that was fantastic. I love Hollow Knight for that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, the Mantis Lords, there you go. I couldn't remember the actual names. It's been a while since I've done it. Need better camera angle. That's an interesting thought. I never considered if I was underpowered for them. I just kept going back. I didn't go off to level up elsewhere, I just kept going back. Although part of that is my Dark Souls mentality of I'm not losing my souls. When I first came up against the Bell Gargoyles in Dark Souls, I died. But I was carrying a bunch of souls and refused to lose those souls, so I kept going back until I eventually beat them. Not leveling up in between. And that was an experience. There you go. You see, you say like immortality, and yeah, I disagree. More a case of like The Matrix or John Wick, a case of where you are just good enough to avoid it. Not that you're invincible, not that your mistakes don't have consequences, just that you are good enough to avoid that. Yeah, Hollow Knight does have the whole thing of not having to go back into boss fight, does it? No, you would have to, but you have to specifically... Don't you have to specifically challenge the Mantis Lords before the fight starts? I might... I think that's how it goes, but I might be misremembering. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Yeah, you've got to challenge him. I get where you're coming from, period of time. And the idea sounds the same. I mean, true immortality is boring. Like, if I was playing this and I was just invincible, it'd lose interest. Like, yeah, no, I can make the mistakes and there's no consequences. But if I'm avoiding making those mistakes, that becomes more interesting in play. Because then, there's always the case of it starts getting into your head, how long can you avoid those mistakes for? It builds up a set of suspense. Everything's all on you. I've had that in various boss fights before where I'm doing really well, I've not taken a hit. Castlevania can be kind of like that sometimes. Order of Ecclesia. Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. If you beat a boss without taking any damage, you get a medal. The medals don't do anything, but you know, if you can pull it off without taking any damage, you get a medal. And it's kind of a neat thing, a little challenge. And as you start getting further and further without making those mistakes, tension starts ramping up and it becomes so much more interesting. The human element of mortality. It's not a bad way to describe it. I am maxed out on great elixirs. I can only carry 5. That's lame. Oh great, more of these. Guy with a bow. Level way, can't carry any more of those, but I'm not really using my Nimpo that much in a minute. Yeah, I hope I get these in the right amount of shots. Okay. Anything, no. Human element, or like an element of danger, perhaps. Because the challenge is important to me. Wasn't perfect, but we did it. Element of danger, the possibility of failure. If everything's going to, we'll go. I think we'll talk about this on Thursday in a different sense of like knowing everything is boring because what's left to learn. Like, if there's no challenge, if there's no threat, no fear of losing, then where is the interest in succeeding? everything becomes boring. I used to play games with cheats as a kid. And I wanted to, because a lot more games had cheats. Oh great, you again. Yeah, because a lot more games had cheats, and they could be fun to mess around with. When I first played Ocarina of Time on an emulator, I put a bunch of Game Shark cheats in because why not? I have the ability then. And it's interesting for a short period of time. Although, to be fair, like, N64 emulator, Zelda specifically, just like moon jump. I wanted to see what was beyond the walls, and it wasn't as interesting as I'd hoped. It's taken a while to go down this time, aren't they? Your name don't wear out. Go. That got close. And dealing with stuff like that more than anything really makes me feel this game could use more checkpointing. It becomes the same problem we had with Alien Isolation, like I say. Having less checkpointing doesn't make the game harder, it makes it more irritating. Having to go back through the stuff you've already done. So like, if we died there, oh, we have to do both of those corridors again. And what purpose does that really serve? How many of these do we need? They can't do that. So far, not too bad. Maxed out on the Great Spirit Elixir. 3 of the regulars. Could do with more of those. But the regulars have already started to feel inconsequential. Which is kind of an issue when we can only carry 5 of the big ones. Yeah, great. This is a similar thing to Resident Evil. It's not so much like, oh no, I'm low on heals. A lot of the time, it's can I get the heal off before the boss kills me, and I can't get into the menu when I'm being attacked. Which is an issue in Resident Evil. Oh great, there's a load of them. Is like, I understand why you can only have a max of 5 of the Great Spirit Elixirs, because full heal. What I really feel like is there should be something in between. in between the two heals. Didn't even notice the telegraph. Come on. Oh, of course there's more. I did notice that and then didn't realise what it was until it was too late. Alright. Oh, I thought you were dead. I thought you died with the other dude. Brain's just going... I'm seeing them telegraph the grab, and I'm just not doing anything about it. What is that? Out of the ice storm. Not a bad idea. And we could level that up, but we'd have to decide if it's worth it. Guardian deities of the ruins. Why are we suddenly in Egypt? These are Egyptian. The architecture is Egyptian. I don't think the bats are Egyptian. Oh shit. Here I am without my dual disc. Skull symbol. The Egyptian bats, more dangerous than their counterparts. Okay. Door opens on a hinge. Oh, there's a switch here. That what was after? If those bats just constantly respawn when we go down the stairs and up again, we could get a full health refill. That'd be something. You don't know what that is, don't hold it up like that. And closes too. Okay. So it does. Oh, shit. lot of bats. Alright. Go in. I thought it was sand pouring in. Oh, there's golden skull. No, go down. How do I swim? It's been so long since I had to actually swim. Ah, it's jump. Okay. It's the button that makes the least sense. Jump. This visual effect is really not nice. Reminds me of Legacy of Kain Defiance, actually. And you're in the spectral realm. Games did used to come with manuals. That's a fair point, actually. Do we have a manual with this? Kinda doubt it's in the add-ons. Gentlemen. Oh, back in the monastery. That's definitely one thing that's, like, digitally re-releasing old games. Cool, making them more accessible. Love that. But so many of them are re-released without manuals. Oh yeah, no, I had Ninja Gaiden on original Xbox back in the day. Not Ninja Gaiden Black, and I never got that far in it. Oh yeah, no, I remember what manuals are. Play a lot of retro games on the stream. Manuals. Good stuff. I don't think I've ever actually broken out a manual on stream before. Oh, is this actually the way forward? No, I wouldn't have shown off the map I have for Alundra because that would have been before I started using the camera. The height of the chair, possible some sort of elevator right now, however it shows no sense. Moving. Guess that's for later then. I thought he was going to went to the elevator automatically. Yeah, I remember what manuals are. I used to read manuals on the bus home after we go out and buy a game. I was like, hey, I bought a game. Let's read the manual on the way home. It was a cool thing to do, and then when they stopped doing manuals in video games, it was very disappointing for that. Where would these statues go? Let's go all the way around, see if I'm forgetting somewhere. Yeah, that was always disappointing to me when they stopped doing manuals for games. Because all of a sudden, like, you just couldn't read them on the way home anymore. On the bus home. It's like one of the best parts of buying a video game. The manuals were really neat. Although I feel like PS1 era may have been like the end of like truly really good manuals. I mean, the PS2 era still had plenty of manuals. Finally. You mind? Can't kill the one that can fly. Of course there's a third one. And a fourth. Oh, I was right, that does work. You should have probably tried that earlier. It's not a bad idea, actually. Again. I have to really work on actually making it useful in combat, though. How many of these fuckers is there? May not be a bad time to try out Ice Storm. Alright. Yep. Oh. If more come after I kill that guy, then I'm done. Just gonna leave. Having spent way too much health and a healing item. Alright, well, fuck this. You mean that? You know, basic control stuff. Like, there's the thing of, like, no backseat gaming. Basic control stuff that would be explained in the manual, that the game doesn't actually explain in-game, not a problem. Oh, I didn't expect a cutscene. I could have just jumped down, it would have saved me so much trouble. Hello. You have weird boobs. And weird hair. Are you aware that you're not wearing pants? Okay, I won't bring the pants up again. Okay. A lot of damage, can't do anything about that. The good news is that we won't lose all the healing. We won't lose the healing item we spent in the library. And it's not that far back because I went back and did this save. We'll get it next time. Yeah, this is actually officially territory where I've not played this far before. Those guys are going to have respawned. They haven't? The first time in the game they haven't respawned. Why is there a globe of Jupiter? Yeah, first time in the game they've not respawned an enemy when I've reloaded the game. What's that period of time? Okay. Yeah, I think Morrigan Ensland has a copyright on the wings coming out of the head. Oh, we can hit them, nice. Oh, no, there's bullshit. There's bullshit. That's a lot of damage. I don't have many of these left. I'd rather use one of these. This is a full heal. And play the rest. Bollocks. You know, gonna call bullshit that doesn't continue damaging her while she's grabbed me. probably going to stop doing that now. Oh, no, that's game over. Can't heal. It's a weird design decision to have an enemy do that much damage and not let you heal in between hits. Some could say it's a bad design decision, but those would be more cynical people than that. But yeah, no, the ultimate outcome of that is, like, that is a lot of damage that the minute you are grabbed you can't do anything about. Before you hit the ground after the kick. I feel like hitting the ground is like the lesser part of all the damage. Do I want to try something else? Flail, maybe? I feel like the sword's not getting me very far with that fight. This fight's going to be the rest of the stream, I can feel it. Really wish it wouldn't default me to first person. Alright, let's dance. Okay. None of that's going to be worth anything. Beans are bullshit. Oh, no, you spammy bitch. I don't think I like this lady. I would think we're gonna be... It is a chance. No, it's a fair point, and I appreciate the advice, period. Okay. Reevaluate the effectiveness of that later. No. Okay, camera really not helping, thank you. Yep. The kick's what killed me. Combo hits does good damage when I storm if you look at it. Yeah. You have to find it. Ice Storm's definitely going to take some practice to work out how to use. It's not as simple as Fire Wheel. I think it's called Fire Wheel. I suppose you should be thankful that I'm going into this fight with almost full health now. We're over 3 hours, so what I'm going to do is... Hey, Rebel! Well... Yeah, we're over 3 hours, so what I'm going to do is we're going to finish this fight, we're going to win this fight, and then we're going to call it. No matter the cost. You know what? I'll show you how it's going, Rebel. I will show you how it is going. How you doing, Rebel? That is how it's going. Yeah, I thought that was going to end up being Rachel's sister. With how much damage she does with everything, I am surprised this is not a supposed to lose fight. This is normal mode. Yeah, with how much damage she does with everything, I am really surprised this isn't a supposed to lose fight. And you were good at the game, you liked the fight. I can understand that. When I was good at Devil May Cry 3, I liked the Virgil fights. Especially Virgil 2. Part of the reason back when we did the Devil May Cry 3 stream, I wanted to get Virgil 2 without healing. I eventually did, and it was awesome. Would have done Virgil 3 without healing, except, you know, I'd been streaming for like 6 hours at that point. And I didn't intend to stream for 6 hours, so I was exhausted. Okay. God damn it, there's a save point right outside as well. That's what I wanted. Like, there's a save point right outside the door, and it would have saved me just running through, like, swimming through that area again. It'd be easy to open a door and run. Let's dance. This has not gone well. Where are you even pulling those columns from? You know, if a girl's got a booty that can do that, that's a girl I don't want to be into. Alright. Nope. Nope. I didn't want. Nope. Ah, shit. We have now done more damage than ever before. Well, that's a game over. Oh, no, no it isn't. Boy, I love this camera. It is my friend. Oh, shit. You should not have dodged that. Whew. You know, I can see why I like this fight, Clem. If the mechanics actually work with it, it's pretty fun. Thanks for the follow period of time. Well, God, she's a boss fight later because you hesitate, Rachel, then we are not friends. I appreciate that period of time. At the minute, we're mostly doing RPGs.
Kill my own
Ninja
sister.
Gaiden will be back next Saturday. What did I miss? Sure. Hero Gadget move there. Yeah, let's go. Alright, you take care of yourself, Clem. Thanks for joining us, buddy. We'll catch you next time. We'll head to the end after the walk. Ooh. Of course, we can't just quit. We have to remember the lesson of last time and find a save point in the next level. Is the city going to be as interesting now that it's not nighttime?
So, the greater fiends have a soul, don't they?
Yes, they are the ones who retain a spirit even after becoming fiends. There are only 3 of them. Doku, my sister, and another who guards the Emperor.
It's not safe for you
And
to
then
be
above
around me.
those,
You should go now.
Archfiends.
Ah, Rachel. I should kill you now for the pain you've inflicted on Alma, but instead, I shall use you to make her even stronger. It will be your blood, the cursed blood of a twin sister, that shall serve to awaken Alma. It is a shame such a fine specimen has to go to waste. You might have become more powerful than even Alma, but no longer.
You know what? It's great to see Fiend Hunter Rachel become a damsel in distress twice. But yeah, no, Rachel can take care of herself. This will be the second time we've had to rescue her. But yeah, what we learned today, after last time we streamed this hasn't saved the game. If we quit now, we'll have to do all of that fight again. So, contrary to what you might assume, finishing a level isn't a checkpoint of any kind. Thankfully, there is the save outside of the monastery. It is dumb.
Tyron is now under alert. You are completely surrounded and the situation is grave. But you should be able to disrupt the military's organization by attacking the radio control tower next to the military supply base. To reach the supply base, you must first cross the drawbridge. That is where your path should lead you.
It's like we beat a skeleton dragon monster, and that ended a level, and then we moved on to the next level. And the way forward was through the hole at the bottom of the pit that the dragon skeleton had created when we killed it. So I jumped off the platform to go into the pit. Instant game over. The game having never said that would be a problem. And then the game reloads me to the previous level before I fought the boss. So, you know, that was fun. It's not even about fair or not, it's bad design. It's a really dumb idea, and I can't believe that it got away with anybody thinking that was okay. Let's see. Drawbridge. What did the Yarny just tell me?
Tyron is now under alert. You are completely surrounded and the situation is grave.
First find the drawbridge. So basically just go the only path we can. Do I want to go a bit longer? And the Rebel did only just arrive. We don't usually get a chance to have Rebel in the stream. You streaming tonight, Rebel? And who is live at the minute? Oh, Magic's doing Enchanted Arms. I wanted to check that out. Cat is doing Dollhouse. I don't know what that is. Yeah, you know what then? While we have the opportunity, Rebel, we'll go a little bit longer. We don't have to see you in these streams. We'll go a little bit longer. That gate's locked. That gate's locked. That gate is also locked. Where do we go? Oh, they got guns again. Oh, they got bigger guns. Who would have thought it'd be so easy for guys with guns to take out a guy with a sword? Ninja Gaiden was a very good looking game for the time. Playing it on Xbox One with the backwards compatibility, with the upscaled resolution, looks fantastic. It was good looking game for the time, and the improved resolution has done wonders for it. If people consider no-hit categories? Oh, well, that happened. You know, I'd be curious to see a potential no-hit. That would probably be magical to watch. I really wish it wouldn't load me into that state. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden from the word go. Like, Ninja Gaiden from the word go has the whole thing of... Yeah. Any battle could be fatal. Ninja Gaiden does that from the word go. The enemy's grabbing is pretty much in response to the block. Holding the block button. The issue with that is, if you're being comboed by an enemy and you pull the block button, you can't block because you're being comboed, but the enemy will register that and then will do the grab attack, which is the guard breaker. Which creates the problem of you want to take any opening you can to dodge out with a block or pull off a counter, perhaps. But enemies are vicious with their guard breaks. It's perseverance, as everything is. You should have seen how long it took us to get to where we ended last time. Ended the stream last time. Oh, the guy dead? Yes, he was. Awesome. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I will say, like, if I wasn't doing this for the stream, I would have quit. Would have quit a while ago. I'm surprised the gate's actually shut from this side. Not surprised that these guys spawned here. But generally though, my entire philosophy with this is if the enemies are going to be cheap, you know what? I think I'll be cheap as well. We've not encountered any werewolves yet. But this is where we died a few minutes ago. Yeah, no, if the enemies are going to be cheap, I'll be cheap in return. And spam the Izuna drop if I feel I need to. Alright, let's get that save. Circle back around. That's respawn, yes they did. Come on, give me that easy health. Yep. Yeah, this isn't a fighting game. There's no reason to treat it like one and be honourable. This isn't Bushido Blade. I'm not going to get a bad ending for stabbing somebody in the back. Alright, so let's try this again. We can go this path or this path. I don't know what the difference will be. But there probably will be a difference. Every area has a map. Which is a good thing, because, like, especially with the city so far, the city's been pretty maze-like. Yeah, the city's been pretty maze-like. Like, there's this area that we're in. And once we get across the drawbridge, there's the whole other area of the city, which is split into like 4 areas. That worked. Okay. This was locked. Still locked. Can't be open on this side. Tracks. I guess we're going to find a train at some point. Save point here. Do I get ambushed this time? No. Awesome. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden has been pretty frustrating so far. There's a lot of good ideas here, and the gameplay mechanics aren't bad. They could do with more little refinement, which is what I'm hoping for from Ninja Gaiden 2. But then it's got some design decisions that just seem designed to infuriate, and which people back in the day probably just called difficulty. And it's not difficulty, it's bullshit. Don't hear many people say Ninja Gaiden 2 is better. But I haven't done Ninja Gaiden 2, I've only done Sigma 2. And the Sigma 2's pretty different. Not sure how I'll take on an APC with a sword. You don't have to deal with the fiends for a while. These guys are just a nice change of pace. Can I open this? Yes, I can. Oh. Alright. So now we're back in Tyrone proper. We're here. We have no games for the PlayStation. The good games, the ones that you really want, are probably jumping up in price now. PS2 games have started jumping up in price. Clean it up though, like give it a good proper clean. Chances are it'll still work. PlayStations were built pretty hardy. And then you could start collecting, not necessarily a bad idea. I never said I wouldn't take on an APC with a sword sign, I said I wasn't sure how to. So is this where I need to go? Zarkan? That was mentioned,
Tyrone
right?
is now under alert. You are completely surrounded and the situation is grave. But you should be able to disrupt the military's organization by attacking...
Military supply base. There. That's right near the beginning where we started. Connect your PlayStation to the PC. Yeah, it's a weird thing, like, a lot of the time they just don't lock doors in this. It kind of puts me in mind, like now that you mention it, kind of puts me in mind of the, in Resident Evil 3, the fight with Nemesis on the cable car. Where you can just turn around and leave. And it's like, how long did it take anybody to figure that out? It took me a long time to figure that out. I didn't know about it for years. Because Resident Evil does not, it conditions you to expect boss fight, doors locked. That's not a bad point. That is actually a really good point. Backtracking specifically because then you're just reusing areas, different lighting effect that's already pre-baked into the game. Mix things up with a new enemy, maybe. But it's a good point of saving disk space. Alright, that'll bring us out here. Then we head through the blue door. I could run through most of the city. I think that would be a bad idea. This way? Yeah. Let's get stabbed you. So... You know what? I want to check out Twin Serpents Plaza. Yeah, no, the size of games. Like it's doing the whole ninja thing wrong. In broad daylight. I wasn't so bad last time because it was night time, but now it's just broad daylight. Yeah, now games are huge, and it's definitely a problem with the next generation. The games are bigger than ever, but the next generation, because of the push to move to solid-state media for the sake of faster loading times, the storage space on next generation is smaller, and not as expandable as it was this generation. That was a lot of health lost, and they didn't give me anything for it. Ah, crap. What are you? Okay, I already checked you. There's a save point there. Thank you. Open the gate. See those guys from here? I should probably make more use of those. They could be useful. That worked. Can't believe it worked, but it worked. See, now, a helicopter with a sword, this is something I've done before. Now I can't. Oh, shit. Okay, so what's the solution here? Okay, it can shoot through walls? I don't think that's fair. The menuing. Yeah, trying to... holding down the left shoulder button, left trigger, so that I can be blocking as I exit the menu. So I press B, and then hold L. As well. Oh, and then I can't press B. So I need to get up there somehow, or in a position where I can see it. I wonder why the helicopter left, though. Like, nothing in this game so far has made me think something like that would be a just last survive thing. Time is peculiar. Yeah. Okay, that's a window. I need to get up there somehow. I love how there's a ninja here loaded with arrows when the only enemies we've... Oh, shit. The only enemies we've seen with arrows so far have been the skeleton monsters that weren't skeletons. The undead monsters. You haven't seen the exploding shurikens thrown by guys off screen in any point yet, Rebel. Like, you think this is bullshit? The game has been more bullshit already. Okay, a new bow. And I can go that way. I guess we have an objective. Okay, there's a gate there. No, the game doesn't care what you think. Like that. You know, I think I complained about this the last time I was here. The way the camera faces the door and there are enemies immediately opposite. Little bit of hell. Alright, what do you got for me, Johnny?
I believe I warned you not to be careless.
Camera has been a huge issue. I'd be really sad about disappointing Ayane if I cared about her opinion. Okay. Okay. I knew there'd be something there. This will be tricky to get the positioning right. There we go. Can I get back without falling down? No. Yeah, I don't really care about Yane. Well, you know who loved the Yane? Kazumi. And what did Ayane do with that? Oh no, Kazumi, you left your ninja clan to look for your missing brother. You must now die. You know what? Don't really care about you anymore, Ayane. Seriously, that camera. Okay. And a new bow. Why would you have something like that? You can only have one bow active at any one time? In a military situation? That's dumb. Doesn't stop her from giving me inside the voice. Well, you know, if she wants to come and take over, she's free to. Alright, Sana. I'm not sure how much longer this level's going to be, so I don't know how much longer we're going to keep going. But yeah, you have a good one. Maybe I should buy more. Since we're right here... There we go, that's only 1,000 to fill. Yeah, I mean, if Ayane wants the Dragon Sword, she can come over here and earn it and then do the quest for me. The game hasn't secretly put me on Ninja Dog mode without telling me it has it. That was weird. Doesn't matter, the level before it said Master Ninja. Alright, so I think that's a good place to call it then. I was expecting that mission to go on for a bunch longer, but it didn't. We're still on the map. I don't have a map to the military supply base. And we could still go back. Like, that's the weird thing about Ninja Gaiden with this. It really begs the question of what is the point of the levels? But anyway. Yeah, it's gonna do it. I want to thank everybody who joined the stream. Thanks so much for watching. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody who joined the chat. Am I blurry? Am I blurry again? It looks fine. Well, Ninja Gaiden 2 was more level based. You didn't go back to previous areas. It was sequence by sequence. I don't know. Yeah, big special thank you to everybody who joined the chat. That's Clem, Teak, Cole, Signer, Chansum, Lino for the raid, Period of Time, Rebel, thank you to Period of Time for the follow, really appreciate that. When we hit 150 follows, we're going to be doing a Final Fantasy 13 stream. So, like, maybe look forward to that, I don't know. We're back tomorrow, 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, with the Sunday Showcase, which tomorrow is going to be Azure Striker Gunvolt, as chosen by Clem. So that should be neat. We'll be playing that on the Striker Pack on the Switch. So it's got all that 60 FPS 1080p goodness that everybody always makes a big fuss over. In the meantime, let me throw a couple of shout-outs here. Cool people worth following. And should we raid? Is there anybody doing anything that matches up? Ordinarily, if I was doing an RPG, I'd go with magic since it's doing enchanted arms and that works out. I don't know what Dollhouse is. That cat's streaming. We have a bunch of people here. You know what, I'm going to say we'll raid Magic. Got a bunch of people here. Magic's a cool dude. I always really appreciate him. So if anybody wants to stick around to raid Magic, worth noting, Magic doesn't speak on mic. He has anxiety for that. He does respond to people in chat. So you type stuff out in chat, he responds to you in chat. Bear that in mind. He's a cool dude, though, and recently hit 100 followers, which is great for him. And is currently doing Enchanted Arms, if anybody remembers Enchanted Arms. Yeah, we're going to go raid Magic. So yeah, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. Lino for the raid, period of time for the follow. Back tomorrow, 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, with... It is a throwback. It really is. It's 8 PM GMT with Azure Striker Gunvolt for the Striker Pack. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day. And take care. Catch you next time, guys. Bye.